What's up, Homestead homies? It's Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug.
I'm Stacy.
Today we're going to talk about the 5 things that you probably need to know if you want to live off grid like us.
Yeah.
So we've been at it for 7 years. We live off grid, and we also have this YouTube channel where we post videos to share our experiences with you guys, what we've learned along the way, so it can help motivate you to live a more self-sufficient and self-sustainable life.
Just like our shirt says, self-sufficient and self-reliable.
Yeah.
Links will be below if you guys want to get some.
If you want to get the hottest homestead shirt on YouTube. So today we're going to just blow through this list real quick, tell you guys kind of like how we came about it or whatever, and then hopefully you guys are going to get some information from this. So at number 1, we are going to say that you don't have to have solar. So I know a lot of people are like, what? I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to live this pioneer lifestyle like we do. But you know, 8 or 9 years ago, if you would have told us we'll be living in a log cabin with no electricity or solar panel, we probably wouldn't have believed it. We might have even been scared of it. So we basically got out here, and as the homework that we were doing was coming to light, and we were putting the pencil to solar systems, what we were going to run, what could it run, how much would it cost. It's called return on investment. So we decided that we could basically live this pioneer lifestyle and be better for it. And we didn't want to have a lot of like outlets in our house and all this kind of stuff. So we found a compromise, which is using a small generator when we need power like that for power tools, air compressors. You know, we build a lot of stuff around here, run the washing machine. You could also hook a direct drive motor up to the washing machine and cut out the generator thing if you didn't want to use that. So just for those kind of small things that we use not very frequently, you know, like minimally, it's worked out pretty good. If you're new to our channel, we do have a cheat. We have a freezer at a neighbor's house that we keep meat in, and we also have buckets, 5-gallon buckets that we freeze so we can run our 100-year-old ice box. I'll leave a link to that video right there if you want to check out our ice box.
But in the winter months, I don't need to do that at all because I just freeze it here at night. Because at night it usually gets below 32 and I can refreeze it.
Yeah, outside is our ice box.
That's our ice box.
We did that pudding video a couple days ago, the mousse, the chocolate mousse, and we just set it outside. So if you have a place where you have bears and all this kind of stuff, you know, of course, make sure you take care of what you're putting outside and how it smells or whatever. But for us, we don't have bears around here, and most of the little animals.
We have cats, so we have to put it like in the outside kitchen.
Possums, you know, we have stuff like that, but the dogs will keep them away, and then, you know, we put it inside that ice box, so it's fine. So, but you know, you'd be surprised how you can actually live this life without using that stuff. And I was going to say that the freezer at the neighbor's house is a luxury, not actually even a necessity. We could we don't salt our meat, we could smoke our meat, we could do things like that to preserve it, and also we could cut ice out of the pond or freeze ice during the winter and then have an ice house. Stay tuned for that video. And you know, to be able to do that. So there is going to come a point in time here in the near future where that is even going to be less of an issue for us than it was when we first started off and we were scared maybe to be without it.
But if we couldn't have it, it wouldn't be a problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So number 2 would be
a generator. Good generator is important. We've been here several years. We've gone through several generators. I'm actually trying to work on a video. I'll probably have a video up for you guys later on about the best generator that we found that works for us, and also the comparison versus like a standard generator that you would get at like a Home Depot or something that's, you know, just made to put out power versus what we've come across now, and we'll share that with you. We also use to power stuff our truck still. We plug stuff in there. We have a DC inverter, and then it charges our things up when we're driving. Cell phones.
Yeah, and all that stuff. So, you know, there are workarounds, but definitely a good generator. If you guys are watching other off-grid channels on YouTube and you think that they're just running off of solar, then you don't have the correct understanding. Behind every good solar system is a good generator. All right, because they are running the generator. Solar is not 100%. It's not some end-all be-all power source. Actually, it's not very reliable at all when you get down to it. So they all run generators. They're all charging their batteries. It's just inevitable. So a good generator is the number 2 on the list for things that you want to take into consideration if you want to live off-grid.
Number 3.
Check
your codes and regulations in your area.
Yeah, before you even buy that property, guys, make sure
that you guys check the codes and the regulations in your city and in your county, and sometimes even in your state. Like for us, you know, we collect rainwater, and we gravity feed it right to our sink. In case you're new to our channel, we have a whole playlist on that, by the way. The whole install is there. And
we waited 4 years to get that, but it was good that we did, because
we did a lot of research.
We did a lot of research, and this really works out great for us.
Yeah, it's 3,000 gallons. It turns over quick. There's no problems with it. We don't treat it or anything, and it's just a great system for our application. And of course, everything is, you know, what you guys are going to do with it and what your application is. But for us, that works great, and there's no laws against it in Missouri. And in Missouri, we also get a lot of rain, so it works good that way. And also our city and state, you know, our county, nobody has a problem with it, and it has really worked out well for us. So make sure you check all your codes and regulations.
Number 4 is, you know, it's really not that hard, right?
Right, because if you would have told us, you know, 8 years ago or 9 years ago, before we started this, that we'd be living without any electricity or any outlets in our house or no solar panels.
Because I went into it thinking, oh no, you know, we can have this and we can do this, a little bit of this, and then maybe I'll go without for a little bit, and then, oh, I'll get it.
That's the best way, husbands, if you want to get your wife into it. Because once we got here and then we figured it out, it hasn't been a challenge at all, really.
And you know what? It's changed as it's gone on, and you kind of go through this. You started noticing like your health and how you feel.
We sleep better.
It kind of changes it, and just everything, your vitality, everything kind of just changed with having the nice softer lights at night and all that. And
we use oil lamps and stuff.
Yeah, so I noticed a different, just, you know, have just different outlook on everything.
Yeah, and actually we did a video right here called Could You Live Without Electricity? And we talk about some of the health benefits of living the way we do. Can you believe it that there's actually health benefits to it? So,
and if you do have electricity, you can still do it. So watch that video.
Yeah, there's great tips in there if you are on grid.
It's a good video.
Just to help with your health. And
we need more people
like
to watch that video. I really like that.
We're challenging you to go watch that video. The link will be right up here in the corner, so you can check that out. Now, the 5th thing that we want to talk about is how rewarding it is. You know, there's something about the way we live now that, I mean, I really can't put into words versus living on the grid before, where we were grinding. You know, when we went to work, it was all about making money so we could pay more bills, so we could buy more stuff. So that was the kind of cycle we were on, right? So, you know, it just wasn't that rewarding. Everything was at the store. There's no relationship, right? Like, we didn't even know like what CSAs were, or you know, farmers markets. We might have went to 1 or 2 or something, just like because it was cute. And so there wasn't really a lot going on with the relationships for us to our food, or taking responsibility for our lives. You know, it's just like everyone, you send your kids off to public school, so they're raising your kid. You know, everything's co-opted out, is what I'm getting at. So in this lifestyle, we have a lot more skin in the game. We're a lot more responsible for every aspect of our life. You know, we just don't flush the magical toilet and the poop goes down to magical pipes.
We are the
sanitation, the water department, the electric department.
The Department of Agriculture, USDA. I mean, we do it all. We grow our food. We do everything. Yes. I like that.
It was just so much more rewarding.
Yeah, because we are in charge of everything. Our own waste and our compost, our trash. So we're the trash department too.
Right.
I mean, everything there. We're the water department.
Yeah.
I mean, we do all those things. I mean, that's huge. I love that.
Yeah,
that was good.
We get a lot of wins, and we have some fails too. And then as you get those fails, you learn what works better, and then you kind of progress forward. But, you know, just, you know, being involved with all that stuff and having hands-on, you're a lot more conscious about it. We use way less trash than we did 9 or 8 or 10 years ago. You know,
because you know that disposable society.
Right.
It is.
And when we buy something now, it's like, if we're going to spend the money on it, we want to make sure that it gives multiple uses, and that it's going to last for a while, right?
Yeah. So it's made something good. I don't want to go and buy any of. If I'm going to get something, it's going to be a good quality.
Right.
You know, stainless steel or cast iron or something.
We spend the extra money even to get it, because we understand the value in having it for a long time.
And then words like, you know, being empowered and independence. I mean, those are huge words in our life now, because we are, you know, very independent of ourselves and our lives. And also, I mean, it's very empowering to know that you can take care of yourself no matter what. You know, when people have their electricity out all over the world and you hear all this stuff
All over
going
the
on,
world.
you know, you just know, I mean, we can just go without missing a beat.
Yeah, there's been times when we've been here and I looked out and I saw that there's like way over there's some people with lights and none of their lights were on. I was like, oh, the power must have went out.
That's right.
And sure enough, a tree had fallen and taken out the line or something and they didn't have power. But, you know, it's just so rewarding just to know. And, you know, really our whole goal is that we can shut the front gate on our property and be pretty much self-sufficient. We have the bees, we have the pond for fish, we have the sheep, we have the chicken, the eggs, the guineas, the ducks. I mean, so we grow food, we save seeds. Our whole life now is like this, you know, ecosystem, if you will, right? And on our property, to where we can be self-sufficient and self-sustainable.
And then, you know, we were talking about how it's so rewarding. Another thing to look at is like your attitude when you're going into this. You know, attitude is everything.
We have a great video right here.
What is it?
It's the 5 free things that everyone needs to live after it.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was
really
good. But
good.
attitude is everything, and just how you're, you know, doing these things. And, you know, maybe it's like, oh my gosh, it's raining and I have to go out in the garden or I have to feed my animals or whatever. But I mean, look what they're giving back to you. And it's just amazing how it kind of goes full circle.
Yeah,
it's
we
very
love it.
rewarding. So a lot of it is just your attitude. Just get out there. We're out in nature, and it's great.
So hopefully you guys got a nugget out of this video. We always like to hopefully let you leave this being slightly entertained, but definitely picking up some knowledge. So it can empower you to do the things that you want to do.
You can be your own trash man,
Yeah.
your sewer person. You can be your own person at the grocery store. I mean, everything. You can do everything at your home.
But I love it. It's very rewarding. And then we love going out and sharing our story with you guys. So as a matter of fact, why don't you guys leave a comment down below and let us know what one thing that you have on your radar this year for 2018 that you're going to do to make you more self-sufficient.
More independent,
Yeah.
more empowered.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Leave that down below in a comment. Don't forget to check us out on
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And as always, we'll see you on the next video.
See ya. Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. You might want to check out these videos.
And if you want to become a Homestead homie, click the picture of us below.
We will see you tomorrow.